Hey everybody, Mah-Dry-Bread here, and I'm going to try to update you on my life situation as fast as I can. I know I've talked about it 1,000 times before in about a dozen different vlogs, but not everybody watched those vlogs. They're scattered all over the place, and they're really long as I tend to ramble, so I'm going to try and fit everything into one lightning round for you. I'll warn you now from the start, this is going to be depressing. I'm Mah-Dry-Bread. My real name is Madrat. I'm a 23-year-old guy living in a one-room apartment over in Canada. I've lived here since April 20th, 2015, so about just under 6 months ago at the time of recording this. I am disabled as I have cerebral palsy and Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. If you want to learn more about those, check out the link in the description. I'll have it to my website where I've written a big article all about it so you know exactly how I'm handicapped. My mother is also disabled, as she also has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, so she's unable to work physically, and I am physically only able to work from home, so that's why my job is YouTube. Neither of us are on any kind of benefits, because over here in Ontario, Canada, the benefits program is absolute balls for disabled people. I was disqualified on a technicality because I don't have the original paperwork of my disability. I have paperwork that proves my disability, however, I do not have the originals, as that is with a doctor that we have no idea where they live anymore or have any kind of contact with them. So, yay! My father is severely bipolar as he is manic depressive, so he walked out on us a few years ago. We've hardly gotten any kind of financial support from him because the courts were able to force him to very recently, and even then he's barely giving us anything because the courts have not yet proven his actual income due to him owning a company and it being very easy for him to hide how much money he makes. That is why I do not eat very much. I have about a meal and a snack a day. Have you ever wondered why I'm 5'10" and only about 120 pounds and why I look so malnourished and emancipated? That's why! Now I'm going to answer a bunch of questions that I get constantly, really quickly. Why don't you get a different job from home? I've tried. I sent out job applications for 2 years and never heard anything back. That is how bad the job market in Ontario is. My skill set only really leads itself to YouTube. YouTubers are rich, right? PewDiePie is rich. If your name isn't PewDiePie, you're not rich on YouTube. If you have less than 1 million subscribers even, you're probably not even that wealthy. And if you have less than 300,000 subscribers, you're probably not making a living of any kind of sort. Me personally, I have about 24,500 subscribers, and I don't even make half of minimum wage where I live, including all my Patreon donations. YouTube pays jack shit. What do you mean you live in a one-room apartment? I mean, it's one room and a very small bathroom. Like, I got computers here, I got a stove right there immediately behind it, I have like a small piece of kitchen counter, I got 2 beds over there, like pushed up side by side, basically, where me and my mum sleep. Like, I've shown it before. I would whip my webcam around right now, but you'd probably all vomit from the horrible motion blur. You know what? I'll just put a picture up on screen. This is a picture of the hotel-sized room that I live my entire life in and basically do not leave. The only thing you don't see is right behind my back in that picture, there's a door to a very small bathroom and a door that leads out into the hallway to leave the apartment. Why can't you record more? Because I live in a one-room apartment with my mother and cats. My mother has a life too, that she tries to live in this same room. So anytime I'm trying to record something to do my job, I need to use this microphone, which involves talking and stuff. And there would be background because a human is trying to live their life in the same room. Has to get water from the sink, has to get food. This generates noise, so it's not only disruptive to my mother, but she would be disruptive to me. It would very much lower the quality of content I put out, which is already an issue of no one wants to watch, and I make basically no money off of it. So that would just basically tank my whole channel if I started putting out horrible quality content like that. Because she's also disabled, she hardly leaves the apartment, and I can only work when she leaves the apartment, like right now, which is why I'm trying to rush so much. So she's out right now, I'm working, and sometimes entire weeks can go by where that doesn't happen. This is why I do so many streams and cut the footage into really small chunks and upload them. It's basically the only way I can continue doing a video a day and have any kind of content for you guys on a regular basis, is to power record every time she's out, cut it up into small chunks, and upload it every day. It's just what I have to do to keep myself fed. Why don't you ask for help? I do. I have about 24,500 subscribers, though, and only about 400 of them watch the vlogs or check out my Twitter to see that I ask for help. Why don't you moderate a stream chat or forum? Well, I'm a moderator for multiple stream chats, and I also am the admin of my own forum in the description. I don't know why so many people think you get paid for being a moderator on a stream or a forum. You don't. Get a real job. I have a real job. YouTube's my real job. The fact that the Canadian government recognizes my job as a real job and I pay taxes proves that it's a real job. You're just jealous because you can't put up a video and have hundreds of people watch it. Perhaps I would have a real job if I could stand for more than 10 minutes at a time on my crippled fucking legs. Fuck yourself. How are you living anywhere if you hardly have the money? Because this room is owned by my uncle, who tries to support us as much as he can and lets us live here for free for as long as we need it. It's very nice. I would like to move on with my life and go somewhere where I can work and have my own life and be a happy human being. Those are pretty much all the questions that I get every single week, so if you want to help support me, check out my Patreon page in the description. There you can donate monthly and get all kinds of rewards in return, such as copies of the scripts that I write, whitelisting on the community server, and the joy of knowing that you helped a guy in a shitty situation. One day when I'm out of here, I'll be back to recording full-time like I used to for years, but I have absolutely no idea when I'll be out of here. Honestly, it could be years with how little money has been coming in. I don't want to be rich. I just want to be in a place where I can do my videos on the internet every day and make people happy with my lame brand of comedy. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I appreciate it. Until next time, have a nice day.